Well, good morning from Sturgis. I'm walking over to dump my trash. This morning I'm headed to Devil's Postpile after a tour of downtown Sturgis, which is pretty much, according to the locals, nothing happening until much later in the week. So, got myself already packed up, and about an hour and 45 minutes to Devil's Postpile via Backroads, and then straight on to Cody. Now, Cody is going to be uninteresting until I leave the freeway and go over the mountains, but I will keep you posted as to what's happening, and thanks for riding along with me. I'm having a great time, and I hope you are too. Bye. Well, I can certainly say that the campground is filling up with people who are going to be here for Sturgis. A lot of trailers for the people who trailer their bikes. And so the next 2 weeks are probably going to be pretty chaotic. Yeah, another one with the bikes and the trailer. I'm on Lozelle. Main Street is over a couple, so I'm going to go ahead and, yeah, the Knuckle Saloon. Famous places. Yeah. And this is where it'll all happen. Every single one of these storefronts will be crawling with bikers. And people will be looking at the bikers, and the bikers will be looking at the bikes. Yep, this is Main Street. This is where bikes are parked along the center line and in the parking lots. No cars at all. Yeah. It's nice to see it empty. You can tell this would be a great place to have a motorcycle rally. The Hotel Sturgis. Oh, there's the Harley Davidson. Look at the canopy they've got out there. You can imagine, and a stage. Yeah. Well, I'm glad I saw it. I saw it before it went ballistic. There's another area that'll be full of people and women and stuff. Yeah. It's gonna be quite, whoa, merchandise. Oh yeah. This is why you get here at 7 in the morning. You don't spend money that way. So on to Devil's Postpile. Backroads again. I like backroads a lot more than freeways because there's so much to see along the side of the road. Look at the tents set up. Even way out of town, Sturgis is getting ready for the crowds. So backroads it is. Clear blue skies. Not a lot of traffic. It'll take me about an hour and a half to get over to Devil's Postpile. And by staying off the interstate, I relieve myself from all the stress of having to deal with big trucks. And all the traffic that's trying to get somewhere in a real big hurry. So here I am cruising along at a real decent speed, enjoying the sights and the lovely, lovely rolling hills. It's not boring yet. There's the interstate over to the right. Check it out. Wyoming does not have traffic. That's a full-on 4-lane interstate, and it's just like nothing. But again, I like the 2-lane roads, so here I am passing a nifty lady trotting with her dog. That was cool. I put thumbs up on them. Positive reinforcement. I'm coming into the little town of St. Onge. Last night, I had a real pleasure in meeting an author of a book on the history of this little tiny town that actually had a lot to do with the development of Deadwood. She is an official Deadwood historian and does tours of Deadwood. And she came by my site last night, saw the bike, and we started chatting. And it was just awesome. I have a copy of her book, and leafing through it, it's really a labor of love. This little tiny town that I'm going to go through now. Let's see what's here. You can imagine this town in the 1870s.
Proceed to the route.
And the stories behind each and every one of these buildings.
Proceed to the route.
A little wayside town with a tremendous amount of history. I mean, it's just fascinating that there's nothing here except some old buildings and a few houses. Sarsaparilla and ice cream. Okay, I'm good. I have read and reread the book Sapiens and our development as human beings. Sapiens means smart, and we are Homo sapiens as a species. Geological features like this factor heavily in a lot of the religions that developed once our brains evolved to have an imagination. So I see its geologic form, and I know nature created it because of behaviors of basalt and volcanic rock. And yet I couldn't help feel my biological response, my imagination, if you will, to how this particular symbol evokes a response of mysticism. I just constantly hark back to the knowledge that our brains have evolved to have imaginations and to believe fiction. And so the Native American people, with that imagination, brought a great spiritual strength to themselves in having this as a symbol. I'm going to see it for what it is, geology at its best, and enjoy the tour. Hope you just liked what I said, because if you're religious, oh well. Too bad. Devil's Tower was very crowded, but it was most pleasurable to walk around, do some hiking, loosen up the hip joints a bit. Necessary. So I'm headed to the prairie dog town now. I saw it on the way in, and it will be fun to watch them for a little bit. Close and personal. I'm feeding them cherry pits and some prairie dog wars. Yeah, they are cute, fat little suckers. Okay, on to Cody, Wyoming. This has been a great morning. Look at the line. Wow. No, I don't think I'll be tourist today. Welcome to Wyoming. I was making a U-turn at that light right over there, and some yahoo in a pickup truck with more dings than paint made a right turn right into my path as I'm leaning for the U-turn. It made for a very interesting moment of expletives deleted while I told him where he could put his truck. beautiful country, and Manderson, Hyattville, nobody. Nobody. Wow. It isn't a very populated state, but this is pretty ridiculous. Haven't seen anybody for 50 miles, 60 miles. End of a long day. I'm at a KOA in Cody, Wyoming. I elected to not just take a campsite, but actually get a cabin because the air quality is dropping as I continue west from the smoke and the fires in Oregon and throughout the Northwest. So some of the images today, I made the commentary about that. Anyway, a good almost 400-mile day from Sturgis all the way over here. So tomorrow I go up the mountain. Hopefully it'll be clearer and I won't have this raspy throat from the quality of the air down here. We'll see. Anyway, thanks for riding along. Talk to you all soon. Bye.